most of that. Okay. Alright, and just give people a little bit of time to come on in. This game's 21 years old. Wow. We're gonna let the movie play again. That is what we shall do. Anybody coming? Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, this is a PSP version of Armored Core. It plays very differently from other Armored Core games. For one thing, it's all arenas, 1v1 fights. However, the game is designed mostly to let you program AIs in order to pilot your ACs for you. Which opens up interesting possibilities I hope to use in a community event later on. Alright, let's get started here. New game. What the? Oh, circle one. Should be settings. Armored Core Formula Front. Welcome to Formula Front. Filled with fast-paced action and destructive carnage, the AIAC battles of Formula Front have become the era's predominant form of entertainment. AC units deployed in these skirmishes are highly customizable machines. Those who assemble and program these deadly creations are known as architects. It is these individuals who are a driving force behind the scenes. Competition among architects is fierce, and matches between opposing parties are held regularly. Victory can be fleeting, but those who apply their talents are well rewarded. A new type of AC warfare has arrived. Okay, and we're just gonna be team name Tibbets. Yep. Hi, Cassie. How's it going? Alright, and this is our mail. It's all just doing tutorial stuff. But yeah, this is the interesting version of Armored Core that was on the and this is basically the PSP version. And while you theoretically still can control the ACs directly, the main idea is that you like program the ACs. What else is the news here? Forming the front growing. Forming the front is the worldwide phenomenon which unmanned in which went. Oh yeah, I did play Warframe a little bit last night. How are you, Cassie? Alright, Forming the front is a worldwide phenomenon in which unmanned AI-controlled ACs, UACs, are pitted against each other. These events are so popular that they have attracted over 1 billion spectators since the idea kicked off. The concept for Forming a Front originated less than 25 years ago, but blossomed during that short period of time into the world's most popular form of entertainment. The excitement derived from watching hulking masses of metal shred each other to pieces can't be beat. At the very core of these events are the architects. These are the people who are responsible for assembling and programming the UACs. As long as the architects can continue to come up with new ideas and strategies, passion for the sport will never die. Alright. And we just hop over here, and we have 5 ACs to build on. We're just going to use the first one, though, because they all share the same parts. You do have there's no hidden parts or anything. You should, if I recall. Take a moment to load. There we go. You pretty much have all the parts in the game right from the get-go. It's all about just, building a good mech and then programming it right. And AI capacity is a good one to have. Let's see, what do I want this guy to be? Yeah, I funded all the raindrops in the main room and all the little stone structures in the corner of like that entry room. But yeah, we got to kind of pay our dues. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're just going to try and build a... Ooh, yeah, careful with that, Cassie. Alright, now we're going to want to swap this out with this. That's always a good one to go with. But I think we would go better. Machine guns are good for keeping up the pressure. But let's go, what else here? Large rockets do a lot of damage. But they're also heavy. But yeah, I slept in a little bit. Learned that the game had come in. I couldn't find, for the love of me, the version I had already owned. So here we are. There we go. So I had to order it online. Luckily, it wasn't too expensive. Tuned. Alright, so we're going to bump up the cooling, definitely. Cooling is very important in this generation of games. Yeah, this is also our kind of a forward sneak peek into the 3.5 generation, which we won't of games, which we won't get to for a bit. Alright. 2. Now we have to tinker with the AI that controls this thing. Base character. We're a close-in blader, so we're going to kind of bump into... Oop. There we go. We want to keep as close in as possible. We want to kind of be a little erratic. No. We'll keep it there for now. We want to be very evasive and very mobile. And we want him to be all aggression. Performance. Ooh, nice. It's a little hard to use, though. You know, because, you know. Alright. All in on the attack. We want to control the heat and the energy. We want to be able to do that very well. And that too. That. I wanted to really focus on that, though. And operations. Now there's a bunch of chips that you, in this case, we wanted to kind of do that. And that. And yeah, that's probably all we can do. Because we don't have a lot of chips yet. Now to paint this damn thing. Okay, and this is kind of how the sample colors work in the PSP versions of Armored Cores. We'll go with that. Not sure. I'll have to see it for myself if I'm to make it help you figure that out, Cassie. And this is the... oh, that's the joint color. Nope. Detail color. I want that to be red. And that's like the lights and stuff. And we can make it like camo pattern if we want, but we're going to keep it solid colors. And weapons can be colored, albeit they're kind of limited to exactly how you color them. We're going to make them blue. Name entry. What should we call this guy? He's a blader, so we'll call him Saber. His lighter. Oh, cool. Alright, so then we just go into the action. Ranking. Right now, I just remember how to do this. League match, that's it. Alright. Alright, let's give it a whack. And we're gonna make sure we do the AI mode. Hi, Knightley, how's it going? And just like Inuma Musume, once you hit the AI mode, you just sit back and watch and see if you did it right. Oh no, don't get stuck there. Ah, I got a good blade in. Alright, now my mech should prioritize getting in and sorting him. Alright, we won. Which, you know, isn't too surprising given it's the first time, it's the very first fight, but, nah, we're good. But yeah, Nightly, this is the Armored Core game I've been wanting to kind of do a community event with. Because the one where you program the ACs to fight instead of actually controlling them yourself, so that we could have, like, similar to, like, that, Beyblade tournament that was done a while ago, but this time it'll be with Armored Core. From the front guide, okay. News. Little known fact: there are many Formula Front fans that are not aware that UACs are, while normally controlled by their AI settings, can also be remotely applied by a human. We're not going to worry about that. Ornithopter, Team Blackgate fought an excellent crowd. And pretty much, like, you know, there's just a lot of, like, little bit of world building. This is just kind of a big ol', like, it's like BattleBots, if you remember that show. But, yeah. Alright, what's the next match? Okay. But yeah, how are you, Nightly? We're gonna AI it. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I should have changed my emblem. The team symbol. Alright, now we should prioritize the blade. Oh, don't leave the area now. Hi, John. Boy, how's it going? Oh, I'm almost out of energy. I did the day before yesterday too at work, and I had no idea what to make of it. No thanks. But yeah, this is a interesting take on the Armored Core formula. Actually, I think I'm going to swap out the rifle on this guy. Does have a bit of a low, slow. Let's swap it out for this, for something lighter, because I want legs with faster turning speed. Alright. $140. Okay, let's go with these. I like coconut too, but it's definitely an interesting idea. Alright, so now that we've upgraded that, actually, let's swap out the arms. For someone with higher blade aptitude, if we could find one. 127, 133, we're overweight now. Oh, whoops. Needed to tune a little more. There we go. And then bump up the cooling on this. And on this. There we go. Assembly. And further to increase that. Laser blade power. Yes. Not a fan of coconut, eh, Cassie? That's fine. Alright, that should allow us to more effectively fight like that. And then we're gonna tinker with this guy here. Have a second AC ready to go. And I kind of want to have both. I want to have the linear rifle on this guy. Along with, let's see, what do I want to swap it out with? Well, that'd be fun to use, but little beefy. We'll keep it on the back burner. All right. Well, this guy to have a fair bit of load capacity, so we'll swap out for this or this. We'll start with this. There we go. But yeah, I'll have to give it a try anyway, just out of sheer morbid curiosity. Okay, I saw that coming from a mile away, but I am very curious if I can get this to work. Oh my god, I can. It's kind of clunky, but I am very fascinated. Alright, let's see here. Any good sideways ones? There we go. So we're not jammed by anything. And let's see if I can fit some. Is that on the shoulders? No, I cannot. How about some napalm rockets? Probably not. Not without some more tinkering. No, okay. Let's see. I probably don't need this core. Sorry, I'm just lost in thought right now. Is it nightly? I'd imagine so. Yeah, I don't even remember where you find that at. Oh, wrong one. Actually, what happens if I bump this up? Am I able to? No, not quite. I'm pretty sure I needed a little more weight for the... Yeah, this still requires a little more weight loss. Can I lighter arms. I believe there is one more pair of lighter arms. Yes, there is. Okay, Mars. Okay, fair enough. Okay, this is kind of a silly build, but it allows me to get a Kurosawa on it, so. AI tune. Base character, we kind of want him to be not. Yeah, we'll keep him there. We want him to be jumpy. And just constantly attacking. So I'm focusing really on the energy. Alright. And as far as chips are concerned, I just want you to focus on that. Alright. Now to paint it. Custom color, base color. Yep, there we go. Lost connection for a brief moment there. I think I bumped the cord or something. One 40, 120, 30. 140, 120, 30. There we go. Let's make this blue. Alright, weapons color. Let's see. What do you look like in gold and yellow? That looks pretty good. That looks good too. I know white is the default. Let's make this one yellow. I keep that one black. Make you red though. There we go. Alright, I'll help look for gallium later on today. KRSW King. There we go. Do a test. Test starts. AI, see if I programmed it right to run this thing correctly. There we go. Okay, no need for a replay. There, now we have a second AC to play around with. But now we need to fix this guy. Let's give you... Gray launcher arms, perhaps. Combine them with... the Dingo 2 legs. This here core. Ooh, okay, I'll keep that in mind, nightly. Dang it, I need to tinker that now, too. Swap that out for missiles of my own. Nope, those are rockets. Hydra 2, perhaps? combine it with this. Nah, I want vertical missiles. Or maybe micro missiles. Micro missiles do a lot of, could be a, single lock on, ton of damage. Oh, okay, still got it. I'm still missing something. I bet it's a jet booster. It is the booster. Now we're overweight. Ooh, missile lock time sucks on this one. Okay. But there are... I don't need that, 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 that. And let me take a look at that. There we go. Tune. Cooling's a big factor still. And this one actually needs more power. Or do I want to use a beefier booster? Because YouTube sucks, Cassie, that's why. I kid. Partially. Alright, let's try with that. iTunes. Base character. I still want you to be kind of jumpy and dashy. I want you to be constantly attacking. Okay, performance. Now you will need to know the terrain. Heat is a very big concern. Energy, not as much because we're not using energy weapons. I want you to know how to do this, and this, and this, especially. And keep an eye on the enemy. There we go. Paint. Let's make you blue. What shade of blue, though? Purple, night blue, white, indigo. Let's do with the purple version, yes. Actually, I don't even really want to change the color that much. I actually really like that loadout. What does the pattern look like? Yeah, let's throw in a camo pattern, shall we? Hi, Metal Wolves. How's it going? Just derping around in Armor Core Formula Front. This guy we'll call Big Boom. Because he's got grenade launcher arms, you see. And we're going to test this loadout. AI control. But yeah, this is the funky PSP Armor Core game where you program an AI AC to fight for you instead of controlling it yourself. Packs a punch. But he's kind of having a wonky movement. That'll have to do. Well, we'll want a tank, so I guess I'll pop into here and build the biggest, stupidest tank I can. First things first, we're gonna... which one has the most turning? I guess the one I already got has got the most turning. Cooling and back units. We're going to go to this. And then equip this thing because it's stupid. Yeah, I hope work's going well for you at least. Swap this out for an MG or something. go. This one has the high speed lock on. Actually, let me check something real quick. Parallel sight. This one has a higher parallel sight, which means that machine gun will offset the lockbox difference better. Let's see, is there one with even higher? 92, okay. Yeah, we'll go with this one then. We are now overweight, but we could fix that. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be. Okay. And actually, let's swap out the Kurosawa with a bazooka. So even if the energy goes down, we have a backup weapon. It's also a fair bit lighter. Which frees up a little bit of space, potentially, for decoys to protect against missiles. Alright. Paint. Custom, we're gonna switch it to a camo pattern right off the back, and that's probably all we really need to do. It already looks pretty cool to me. Let's see, detail color, let's make that more of a greenish, tealish color. There we go. AI tune. Yeah, let's swap the weapons every once in a while. Mostly running, because tanks don't really dash, so we'll just kind of drop that down to nothing. Hopping around every once. No, let's actually make it so he's not really jumping around either. Let's just stick with that, yes. Performance. Keep an eye on the terrain, though. Heat control is important, as is energy. AC. Movement. Weapons, so you know which one to use. And you'll need a lot of that. There we go. Alright, let's test it. AI. don't leave the area now, moron. Are you going to shoot? There we go. Ooh, gotta go hit with the big cannon. Yeah, that's how I was hoping you'd do right from the get-go, would be to switch to the cannon, but whatever. And we'll call this guy Big Damn. Alright, so now we just need AC4 to be customized. We'll worry about that some other time. League match. And let's see what you say. A lower ranked team supported by Kisaragi, one of the companies. Tuina is used as a test bed for new tactics and strategies. Interesting. Okay. Alright, a high mobility unit. Match start. AI. And it looks like they want to be mobile, so... who should we use? Saber is pretty mobile. It's going to want to get in close and blade, and looks like that's what their weapons are focused on, too. Karasawa King. It's a little more medium range, but it might be too immobile. Let's just send our boy Saber out. See what happens. Ooh, a nighttime cityscape. It's a fight of the melee-based lightweights. And it's got a little more gun power to it, though. And a more practical laser blade. So it doesn't look like we'll even be eating that. The machine guns and all is tearing this guy apart. Oh, missed with the blade. Oop, finally got a blade in. At least a blade wave. Nope, my EO's out. An EO is like a little turret that comes out of your core in this generation of games. Got him. Alright. Did they even do any damage? No, yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. No, thanks. Alright, let's see. Just more tutorial. Blitzkrieg victories. Blitzkrieg's claimed victory over CNC after fighting a pitched battle. Blitzkrieg and heavy armor won the match. Okay. Let's see, who are we fighting next? So we're doing bombardment. Ooh, we're gonna fight a tank. Okay, okay. I know exactly how to beat a tank, though. Well, there's a couple different ways you could beat the tank. Let's see here. What's what are we tinkering with? Keaton, I think it's a shield. Okay, match start. AI as usual. This time we're gonna send out Big Damn. Alright, don't do that again. Come on, switch to the big gun. That'll crack his shell. There we go. Come on, get a good hit in. There we go. Now we're turning the tide. I'm going to change the distance modifier on this guy. He keeps creeping toward the edge of the map. Okay. I mean, at the Walgreens I work at, eye and ear care is in the same area, so makes a bit of sense. Yeah, well, that was kind of clunky, but nah, we're good. Alright, let's see here. More tutorial news. Little known fact. Yeah, pretty much. There we go. Ranking. Alright. And this one is a quad, machine gun. Yeah, grenade launcher. So we'll want to be mobile-ish. Sounds like a good chance to use Big Boom. Since he's kind of mobile, but also has some heavy hitters himself. Let's give it a whack. Oh, got a hit in. Kind of going through ammo pretty quick. With only one hit so far. Oh, got a good hit in again. Ooh, got hit. Took a grenade launcher to the face ourselves. But ours is doing more damage so far. Alright, we won. No thanks. Oh, okay. And we got some new... Okay, we got a bunch of new chips to play with. Alright. Pleased to meet you from Linus. I'm your next opponent. The name is Linus from BT Wyvern. Or Wyvern. Just wanted to pass along my greetings before our battle. We both stand on equal footing. I truly hope you are ready to square off. It's not often a chance like this presents itself. I look forward to our meeting. And congratulations on advancing to the R League and obtaining your Class A license. This is where unrivaled power is required. Sorry, I got distracted. But also, where flawless planning determines whether or not the goal is achieved. We look forward to you breaking down barriers and shedding light on what is to come. And there we go. News. Artie wins. Team Testarossa Artigiana, better known as to the fans as Artie, thank God, continues its reign at the top of the Formula FR League. The team also recently set a new record of 24 victories in a row. Artie's chief architect, Bren, was in attendance at the FFA ceremonies commemorating his team's recent achievement. During the interview, he had to say, "This team has proven itself time and again as the league's best. Our winning streak will continue." The team's upcoming battles against Neonia. In their past 12 meetings, Artie walked away victor each and every time. Most believe that Artie will emerge as the winner this time as well. Okay, grenade launcher on the arm, laser rifle in the left hand. Young team, PT was hit by an unconventional architect who has everyone worried. Missiles, grenades, inside, okay. Well, let's let Karasawa King give it a whack. Alright, let's give this a whack. Ready? Go! Alright, we're both landing hits on each other. I've done more damage, though, so far. Probably because it's a freaking Kurosawa on my left hand. Oh, they're overheating now. Probably because of the napalm rockets. Got him. Okay. No thanks. News. The two top-ranked Formula Front R-League teams, RT and Neo Nunez, squared off against each other earlier today. Expectations for a Neo Nunez victory were high, but RT fended them off easily. In doing so, Team RT retains its flawless win record against its closest rival. In an interview following the battle, Team RT's main architect had this to say: "A new regulation should be implemented where teams that fall in ranking battles are automatically disqualified from participating in any future events. The fans are tiring RT's winning streak, but so far there doesn't seem to be any contenders with a shot at bringing it to a halt." Hover unit, eh? Ranker info. Okay. Independently operated, Team Batgate has struggled to improve its combat skills, but to little effect. Okay, who are we going to challenge these guys with? They have rockets, so I probably want a little more distance. Let's go with Kurosawa King again. Yeah, those rockets can hurt. It's all about if I could just keep them pinned down long enough. Luckily they're very soft, being a hover unit. And this isn't probably the best terrain for them, with like all the stuff to get caught on, which ultimately won the battle for me. Alright. Okay, more chips. Alright, rematch request. 30th team of you has requested a rematch, and you are obligated to accept challenges from lower ranked teams. These risks can be refused, and will be fought to defend your 29th place ranking. You and I will have a rematch. Losing to the same opponent is entirely unacceptable. The AC you'll have to face next time has been significantly modified. Alright, let's take a look, buddy. Goliath prevails. Goliath 50 pulled off a big win by defeating Dimatina. They were by no means the favor, but stepped up to the new challenge. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see what your build is currently. Oh, I get free battle them. Okay, that's neat. Let's see. Oh, okay, that looks a little more familiar to what I was expecting from what I remember. Let's see. You got some good weaponry. Grenade launcher again, but with a pair of missiles on the back. Alright. Who to send? You're too vulnerable, I fear. Well, let's just try the same build. See what happens. Alright, we're both inflicting damage on each other. Yeah, I was afraid those missiles were going to do that. I'm not very good at dodging, am I? Ah, I was totally crushed. Nah. We need a different loadout. Alright, let's try that again. Alright. I know this guy does have anti-missile decoys, so we'll give him a shot. I'm just afraid he's going to backpedal off the plateau here. Ooh, the missiles are still going at me. But the bazooka is doing its job. So far, so good. We might just nick this one. There we go. When in doubt, throw a tank at it. The other day's battle. I hate to admit it, but I was outmatched. I mean, you got me once, and then I threw a tank at you. I mean, it wasn't that... There's your AC in mind. Maybe I will discover what it is if I continue to pursue you. Okay, buddy. Getting a little... laying on a little thick there, don't you think? And now we have Infilla. Let's see. Ranker info. Started as a project by a group of media moguls. Team Villano was headed up by a legendary mercenary. Interesting. Alright. Alright. Indeed, Knightley, indeed. Which is why we're going to put them in their place. We're going to use Big Boom this time. We're going to use the grenade rifle arms to crack through that armor, hopefully, of their tank. Hello, Arena. Okay, now that was just unfair to them, because, you know, they started, like, staring down the barrels of my guns. But they're doing quite a bit of damage to me already, probably because I have weapon arms and therefore no armor. Yeah, probably should have gone with the tank. Or since we're in close quarters, perhaps even the saber. Okay, wrong build. Wrong build. New. We're gonna give it a whack. We're gonna go at you with a blade this time. If this doesn't work, we'll go with the tank. I just need to land a good blade in. Oh, he's got a blade too. Forgot about that. Oh, he's got a linear gun. Okay. That's gonna be obnoxious. He's gonna stun lock me, is what's gonna happen. Alright, we got a good blade in. Alright, got another good blade in. We're using our spread rock, plus our multi-rocket launcher. Got him. Okay. Alright. Alright, Team CNC and the arms potential. Ooh, bazooka arms. Hi, Manic. How's it going? This is the Armor Core game where you don't control the armor cores yourself. Alright, hey, this guy's got a lot of firepower, so we'll see if I get just, if I'm consistent enough to just keep him pinned down. So far, so good. Oh, he's got a railgun. Okay, I thought it was a grenade launcher. Yeah, we got this. Okay, I'm going to quickly save. There we go. Alright, been about an hour and a half, my usual stream time. I need to go do my laundry. But we'll go a little longer. Let's see what's next. Ornithopter. Wild power with Formula Front FM. Formula Front fans turning off collects ideas from your channel and changes from the public. Okay, that's cool. AC doesn't look terribly interesting. Just kind of lightly armed. But, we'll see. League match. Okay. AI. And we're going to go with this guy again, Karasawa King. But yeah, this is a game where you actually program AIs to control your ACs. So I'm not even really hitting any buttons from this point on. And we just see if I programmed them right. Or chose the right AC for the mission. But yeah, I plan on doing a community event with this game later on. And after this playthrough and we get a bunch of chips to tinker with, I'll build a team of we're able to even use the team I already have here and just have people, like, pick their preferred mechs, and then we use a randomizer wheel to pit them against each other. What's my upload speed? At the moment, it looks like it's 2,534 kbps. The game's just kind of clunky. It's an old PSP game, so it's not the most fast-paced, if that's what you're asking. Alright, next person we're fighting is... Ooh, those guys. Okay, so fast, jumpy bazooka arms. We're in a parking garage. Karasawa King. Okay, Niley, have a good one. I'm probably not going to be playing for too much longer. It's already been an hour and a half, and I still have to do my laundry for the 8-day work week starting tomorrow. Ugh. Alright, we finally had a hit. And they did the same thing to us. Alright, but they have less armor than us, so... They're softer than us, and we got a freaking Karasawa, so this is going to... Oh, okay, okay. I'm not sure what the optimum speed is. It's just my internet. My internet's half decent when it's plugged into the computer, when it's plugged straight in. Alright. Hard decisions. Building trust within a team can be difficult. My team's leader... Oh, Linus, okay. My team's leader has made clear his thoughts on the importance of having a strong architect. Unfortunately, the team isn't happy with the AI I've been using. They say it's unrefined. I guess I'll have to provide some results to get them to change their minds. Okay. Like a Pokemon rival, but Iron Wall. Ooh, yeah, this guy's tricky because those are some pretty potent weapon arms. But let's see here. We're gonna save again. Alright. And we're just going to start with Karasawa King, because he's working out pretty good for us so far. But I am concerned, because there's some, again, those are some pretty potent gun arms he's got. And he is a potent opponent that was a bit of a roadblock for me for my first playthrough of this game. Oh, I should have read their bio. Like their total media company. Got a good hit. They get me pretty good. Alright, we're doing damage to him now, too. Yes, the only game where those kind of missiles are any effective. Have any effect. Ah, and we got crushed. We did half decently, though. So, no. Alright, well, let's try and do it with the grenade launcher arm guy. With Big Boom next. We don't want to get into a knife fight with this guy with the big gun arms, because that's going to end very poorly for us. Well, we got a good hit in, and then he hit us pretty bad. Ow. Yeah, he's kicking our butt pretty bad. Yeah, we're doing worse. I think we might want to use his weapon arms instead of these grenade launchers. Ah, we got killed off by the laser turret. Nah. Hop on over into the garage. And we're gonna see if we could swap out these weapon arms real quick. Any moment now. There we go. Oh yeah, they're actually much lighter. And then taking a inspiration from the other guy we fought earlier. Swap those out for those, and these for these. Which frees up some space for our inside rocket. Burn him down if possible. Alright, we're gonna save again. Well... Alright, league match. Let's actually look at his bio while we had a chance. Never one to follow the pack. Team TMC Firewall adheres to its own set of rules regardless of the outcome. Yes, they made Armored Core 6 a couple years back, after like a 10-year break. Alright, Big Boom, let's give them a whack, give them a taste of their own medicine. And I'm sure they'll make another one eventually. We'll see. Fingers crossed we'll see something for the franchise during all the game shows coming up pretty soon. Nope, we got a hit on him. Well, we're overheating ourselves by the looks of it. Come on, just to hit them. Come on, don't let them turn the tide on us like this. Dang it. Well, we did decently until we just kind of let them hit us. Okay. New plan. Let's throw a tank at him. Now, normally I wouldn't want to be as immobile against those weapon arms, but I think I just need the extra armor and firepower. Picking up the terrain here just kind of sucks. Yeah, use the big gun. Land a good hit. You turn the tide. Got him. Okay. Yeah, see what it feels. See how fun it is to be constantly bombarded by heavy weaponry. And you're still probably going to turn this around because, you know, we're in charging mode and can't use our big guns, but Bazooka's still doing damage. Oh, by the skin of our teeth. Alright. News. Negotiations between Mirage and Team Goliath have come to a standstill. Goliath is supported by Mirage and was promised control over the day-to-day operations of the team, but lately, more often than not, this isn't the case. During the latest round of talks, Goliath FT asked Mirage to be allowed to operate the team independently. Mirage denied the request because it wants Goliath FT to be the company's second string team. Talks are continuing to see if a compromise can be reached. Goliath FT's future hangs in the balance because without Mirage's backing, the team will most likely be unable to continue. Neither side wants this, though, so talks should continue until some sort of decision is reached. Architect board. Bren there is board. Ranking. Blitzkrieg. Like my Inferno strategist. Okay, so we're actually going to call it here because I got things to do. IRL. But we're definitely saving because I'm not going through that again. Anyway. There we go. Have a good one, folks. See y'all next time. I'll try and see if I can squeeze one in sometime during the next 8 days. Yeah, that's a lot of work time, but is what it is. Yeah, have a good one.